Hey, what is going on, you guys? Happy Friday here for a Marvel Strike Force blog post. So big blog post here, guys. There's actually a strike time video as well for this new Bifrost team. So naming them the Bifrost Raiders, the newest Mystic Raid team. But as well, we're actually going to be seeing some synergies here for Dark Dimension. So very timely video, just because we just made that part 1 today in regards to the global and cosmic characters. So make sure you check that out if you haven't, guys. But my suspicion was correct in the sense that we are going to be utilizing potentially some of these characters, and it's great. The timing of this is just impeccable. But what we're looking on screen right now is Vahl, the newest fourth original Marvel Strike Force character that's being added to the lore here. So we're going to be deep diving that, as well as the updates of what to come. So a jam-packed video, guys, to say the least. Please make sure you check it out, because we're getting reworks to Loki as well, and it's great to get that love, but as well to see what this new fresh team is going to be like for Mystic. So, as per usual, we just got a quick update here in regards to some of the upcoming events and festivities. Really, the big one is Vahl's release date here. So I'm just going to scroll down. I do believe it was actually provided here. We have the Incursion Bifrost, basically similar to what was done with Rebirth, but that's happening on the 23rd. So something to be mindful of. And then 23rd, same day, Vahl's character chart and Restars are going to be available as well. So that's pretty much the notable one, guys. We also get some additional updates in regards to how this new Bifrost team is going to be like, and some of the lore and the background. So this is always just fun to read if you guys are interested. But newcomers are going to be Vahl, obviously, with Beta, Wraith, Bill, Sylvie, Loki, Teen, the alligator, and as well, last but not least, the classic Nexus Earth Loki. So that's going to be the same Loki that we already have in game, and getting obviously the rework and buffs. So it's nice that they even talk about more about the showcase event. It's gonna be similar to what we've seen before, so it's gonna be a building upon each character release, and obviously each of those characters unlocked are gonna be required for the next one. But yeah, great to see that kind of infusion of the similar elements we've seen. Generally, it did pretty good for the shards, average 3 to 4 stars for each of them. So I thought it was a pretty free-to-play friendly. No money involved in whatsoever, and you can still unlock them. But more specifically, guys, I'll let you sift through the information here in terms of the kit, but I did want to point out, as I was reading through and skimming, a very important detail. So keep in mind, this team is intended for raids specifically, but I love the versatility they have added to some of these mystic characters. So you can see these are the traits added here for Vahl. She's hero, cosmic, mystic, brawler, Bifrost, Asgardian, right? And what's cool about Vahl here is that they've actually added Dark Dimension verbiage here. So like you can see the abilities here, even in raids or Dark Dimension, they're gonna be getting benefits, and this applies to a couple of characters, which is really cool to see. But more specifically, this is the first time in the game. I'm gonna just switch over to the passive here for Vahl's ability, but this is the first time here where they're gonna have a revive actually in Dark Dimension, and it can be done across multiple characters too. So that's really cool. Just to get that opportunity to bring them back from the dead, and as well being able to give them these benefits in Dark Dimension and raids. I think that's absolutely huge. And you can see here applying deflex, evasion. So we haven't seen a specific ability like this before, where it's specifically active even in Dark Dimension. So I really like to see, I really like that this aspect's here. But yeah, this is the line I was looking for. The ability to revive 2 dead Bifrost allies, which means for us, we really want to be bringing in at least 2 other Bifrost characters if we're thinking of that, going that route with the cosmic, right? So I might have to switch up some game plans here, because if you're combining with the Eternals, it means you at least need 3 of these guys in order to maximize on the value and the benefit there. So we got Beta Ray Bill, a long sought after character. Great to see his addition in here as a fellow Asgardian. We got Sylvie here. To be honest, I don't really know too much about her, but I know she's a variant, and still need to get up to speed with that show. But I mean, overall, I think that's where that was driven from. So it's really cool to see that there's going to be some different versions of Loki coming into the game, which is awesome. And obviously we have Teen Loki as well. So moving forward then, guys, pretty exciting to come, and this comes at a great time too, when and again, the classic Loki getting these buffs and upgrades. Great to see that this is going to be adding to that, as well as what we've seen historically with Hela. Great to see that love there. Moving on then to the events that are upcoming, just for your guys' heads up. Again, the 23rd is when we can look forward to Vahl joining, and that's going to be really huge. And then intergalactic tour event. So this just goes back to us now going back to the month-long event here, and finally some additional information on how Star-Lord is going to be. This is the annihilation of Star-Lord. It has unlocked recently, but we haven't got shards of him yet, right? So confirmation now, it's going to be through blitzing through these outlaws / orbs, and this is just going to be providing us a multitude of different things, but obviously it's going to be a blitz event in terms of how that's going to be detailed. They got the milestones here as well as the orb breakdown, so it's going to be a multitude. We've seen this in the past too. Generally, if you're able to blitz, you can easily get a 3 or 4 depending on the RNG, but it all really depends, and they rework that event to be better for us too. We also got a web milestone coming here. We're essentially utilizing campaign energy, gonna help us add to these outlaws stash orbs, adding more fragments. Spray shredder here, essentially spending power core. So we've kind of seen this in the past too, and I do believe, let's see here, just double checking. Skill gear, yeah, they also give us fragments as well. So pretty much everything adding to these orb fragments that we're gonna be utilizing. We got the additional blitz here for the next quick rumble. Make sure using the proud trait here, so make sure you guys are taking advantage of that. It just makes it easier to get through. And then just commemorating the Pride Month that they've been releasing all these different profile avatars for us to utilize, and it's great to see that, that standing together and being able to celebrate that. And it looks like there will be a blog containing details of the event too, so make sure you guys keep an eye out for that, for the Hit the Lights. Like I said earlier, Bifrost incursion is going to be similar to what we've seen before, giving us the details. Remember, the bonus is generally when we have to build up the characters, so that's the one thing that you do need to be mindful of as we're getting these access to characters. We got to build them up to get them ready. Character availability, so Nakia is actually joining the War Store, which is very fitting because of her war dogs, but I mean, the war store is already congested. It would be nice if they manipulate and change some of that. We also got Gwenpool being added now into officially the orbs. Don't forget to claim the 5 free shards here, guys, of Thor Infinity War, with his release being yesterday into the Red Star orbs, and this is going to be huge for us just to take advantage of some shards. And that's pretty much it, guys. Feel free to take your time to review the kits, but definitely exciting times right now. And we saw that recent infusion with the goal for war. So I mean, it's great that they're making these slow, gradual steps. There are definitely things to be excited for, and when we get these new character releases, I think this is the funnest part of the game. So I'm looking forward to that and seeing how these kits change up the battle scenery. But I'll keep you guys posted with any updates. Thank you as always. Happy Friday, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.